21 Steps Guarding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, written by Jeff Gottsfield and illustrated by Matt Tavares. I am unknown. I am one of many. We fell for the last time in the Argonne Forest, at Somme, Bella Wood, face down in trenches, face up on hillsides. We fell 1,000 ways. In life, we were our mother's sons. In death, we are faded photos on the mantle, empty chairs at Thanksgiving, prayers in the dark before dawn. We are known, but to God. After the war to end all wars, most of America's fallen came home. Their families could place flowers on their graves and pebbles on their headstones. But combat's vile fury left others nameless and faceless. There was no way for loved ones to claim us, no place for our nation to honor our sacrifice. In 1921, one unknown returned to stand for all. I was transported by the Navy to Washington and lay in state in the Capitol, where an army of mourners filed past my casket. Many were families whose sons died nameless and faceless. As they knelt, prayed, and anointed my flag with tears, I felt their stories, the stories of a Boston kid who swung for the fences, a Texas boy who broke horses, a Choctaw Nation farmhand, and a Nevada miner. In that moment, I became theirs. On the 11th day of the 11th month, at the 11th hour, a team of horses bore me to Arlington. Thousands packed the amphitheater. There were speeches, taps, and a 21-gun salute when I was laid to rest. As the day lengthened, those whom I died lingered and drifted on the roiled waters of loss. I gave them peace. People, though, forget easily. My tomb stands on a hill crest. I did not take long for visitors to come for the view and not for the meaning. Some brought picnics, feasting gaily above my bones. Volunteers put a stop to that desecration, but as the plaza emptied in the gloaming, I laid alone with my war, mustard gas and barbed wire, bayonet charges, and names unanswered at roll call. Late one half-moon night, I heard footsteps, the sharp click of heels, silence. Another click, more silence. 21 footsteps, click. 21 seconds of silence, click. 21 seconds of silence, 21 more steps. With each step, my war was over. From that moment, I have never been alone again. No matter the hour or the weather, a sentinel guards the plaza. It is the most difficult post to earn in the Army. Many fail for each one chosen. Those granted the privilege may walk the mat for 2 years. Everything they do honors the unknown fallen. They press their creases sharp as a razor, rehem their trousers so they lay just right, singe loose threads from their jacket's top stitching, space their medals down 1/64 of an inch, practice keeping their forearms at 90 degrees, recount pages of cemetery history, set their hat brims 2 fingers above their eyes, dampen their gloves to better grip their rifles, march so their heads stay ever level, add metal to their heels for the sharpest click, polish their spits for hours every day. The tomb guards are men and women of every race, religion, and creed. Before joining the Army, they were students, mechanics, and supermart baggers. They have names, families, and stories. Once on the mat, they are only Americans. Their standard is perfection. My guards were present when more unknowns came home, one from World War II and one from Korea. Then years later, one from Vietnam. They lie in state in the Capitol as I did, where an army of mourners filed past the caskets. Many were families whose sons died nameless and faceless. Mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers knelt, prayed, and anointed the flags with tears. Their stories were different and the same. In time, through the wonder of science, the Vietnam unknown was named and returned to his family. His crypt is now empty. We who remain are never alone. Our guards keep faith. There is admiration in their pant crease, duty in their hymns, focus in their top stitching, gratitude between the medals, reverence in the angle of their rifles, discipline in their learning, respect in their hat brims, fidelity in their gloves, appreciation in their steps, devotion in their heel clicks, and love in their gleaming spits. I am an unknown. I am one of many, from Bunker Hill to Heartbreak Ridge. We gave all we had for our country and freedom. The tomb guards give all they have for us. In glorious sunshine, on bluebird days, the plaza shimmers with life. Crowds gather, aging veterans, tourists, and school groups line the marble steps. They marvel at our sentinels. Then they gaze past the mat to the tomb and they imagine our stories. In that moment, we become theirs. In the wretched night, when stinging sleet makes daybreak a distant dream, the plaza is desolate. Our guards need no audience in their quest for perfection. As they walk the mat, they listen for our voices on the howling wind. In snow, in rain, on days the birds don't dare to sing, 21, 21, 21. By day, by night, before many, few, or none, 21, 21, 21. Guard our perfect rest. Give us now your very best. 21, 21, 21, 21. I dedicate this recording to my dad, Dale Delka, a veteran from the Vietnam War who made it home safe and sound.